Obviously, you don't want to get on the field because somebody gets hurt, with Elijah's case. But how much fun has it been the last couple of weeks to go out there? Obviously, talk about what you do in practice, but you get to go out and show it on the field on Saturdays.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Our coaches have done a great job preparing me for these kind of moments, and it means the world learning from Elijah and EJ and Omar and all the guys from last year who are in the league now. It just means a lot to be able to come out here and show what I can do.
Charlie, talk about all the fans, what the fan support has been for you and your team.
Oh, it's been unreal. Like, from start of the season to the end of the season, they've come out and showed so much support. So huge shout out to them for always coming out, like, through the good weather, through the bad weather. They're always there supporting us.
Take us through your touchdown catch. It looked like kind of an awkward catch. How were you able to hang on to it?
Yeah, so we've been talking about that play all week. They brought a corner cat, so I had a post and I had to do a little stuff off the safety. So me and Fernando have been connecting on that all week, so it was really good to see that.
How were you able to hang on to it?
We always get a good amount of jugs in after practice, so that helps.
Your connection with Fernando, obviously your roommates, but in practice, in games like this, how have you seen that grow, and how important has he been to your game?
Yeah. Me and Fernando, as soon as he got here, Fernando, and his brother, we've always been. Me and his brother were roommates our freshman year in the dorms. So when Fernando came, we would always be in the indoor and run through routes, just getting extra work in. So it's really good again to see us connecting on these passes.
Second half dominance has kind of been a trend this season. What do you think changes after halftime for this team?
Coach Sig really comes into the locker room and calms us down and, tells us to rely on our work and our training and everything that we have done. And, as offense, we always rely on defense, and we know that they can go out there and make a really good stop, and, we can do our thing.
What impact does that have as a player, to have somebody come in and kind of stay calm instead of go in and just kind of rip you a new one?
It's really good as a player, knowing that we still have our coach who believes in us and is calm and not getting on us for all of our mistakes, but getting us back on earth and getting us ready to go out there and perform.
Coach talked about how you were a little lethargic at the beginning. What are you going to use the bye week for? How are you going to take the time to reset?
Yeah, the bye week will be really good. It'll be good to give our bodies some rest. So I think going to Purdue off our bye week will be really, really beneficial for us.
Is there a part of you that kind of wishes you were playing next week as hot as you are right now?
Yeah, of course. I'll play any week. I'll play every day. I love football so much, and I'll play all the time.
How valuable is it to get a little mental rest at this time of year too?
Yeah, it's super beneficial. Our coaches do a great job of handling the mental side and letting us take a step back and cool down before going to a big game.
What's making this team special this year?
It's really the trust and the camaraderie that we have as a team. As I said, offense will always put our trust in the defense to do what they can do, and they've shown us plenty of times before that they can go out there and ball out, and we don't have to worry. So I think our trust in each other has been very beneficial.
Riley for Charlie.
Riley's kind of been an unsung guy for this team, Wachowski. How cool was it to see him get a touchdown against a team that he obviously spent most of his career with?
It was awesome. I was so hyped on the sideline. That was one of the best, most hyped moments I've ever been, is seeing Riley score. Riley's one of the best guys I've ever met. He's a really genuine person, and seeing him be able to get in that box against his former team I was so happy for him.
Last one.
Omar had a slow start but was able to score a touchdown there at the end. Throughout the season, what have you learned from him, and just how does he inspire you each and every day?
Me and Coop, we trust each other, and Coop has taught me so many things that I couldn't even be able to list them all, but a really big thing is to trust God and to trust his process and everything that he's doing. So, Coop and I we're praying together, and we're always just putting our faith in God, and everything will take care of itself.
Great. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.